I've had this 29-gallon reef tank for almost 2 years. My approach to reef keeping and to aquarium hobby in general is to keep things as simple and as maintenance-free as possible. I don't think I've seen a complete video on a simple reef setup yet, so I'm going to show you how I do it, in case you think that reef keeping has to be a super expensive and super complicated hobby. I have to mention that I only keep corals that are considered easy and beginner-friendly, so only softies and LPS, and I live in Vancouver, BC, and we have very clean tap water, so about 15 TDS from the tap, so I've always been using dechlorinated tap water for my water changes. My spending on this setup is listed in the video description, but overall without the fish and corals it was about $500 Canadian or about $400 USD. Part 1. The stocking. So corals. For corals I have mostly softies with some LPS. I've tried some SPS in the past, Bird's Nest when I started and Green Slimer about a year after, but they didn't survive, so I stopped buying them. The corals I have in no particular order. I have Pulsing Xenia, Purple Hammer, this massive Kenya tree, who at the moment is just waking up, Candy Cane, who started with just one head and now has about 12 bubble tip anemone, 2 medium-sized zoanthid colonies, Captain Jerk Palithoa colony, Green Mushroom, Duncan Mushroom, and Waving Handanthelia. I think that's all of them. Here's a closer look on the Zoa colony and the mushrooms. Here's a Kenya tree after it woke up with the candy cane in the background. The Green Star Polyp colony, a bunch of Kenya tree babies that I give away for free because of how quickly they grow, and I also keep some Dragon Breath macroalgae. Part 2. The stocking fish. I didn't want to overcomplicate things, so I got the standard medium-sized tank saltwater fish that you'd see in most setups. I have a yellow watchman goby, Greg, a captive bred Wyoming clownfish, Pablo, a lawnmower Blenny Cornelius, and a peppermint shrimp, Mr. Shrimpy Shrimp, and we also have a pistol shrimp named Shrimperson, who is impossible to catch on camera. I also got some brittle starfish that came as hitchhikers on the Anemone Rock. Part 3. The setup. I have two hang-on-back filters, AquaClear 50 and AquaClear 70. Most filtration happens inside AquaClear 50, where I keep polyfill, polyfilter pad, and a bag of Chemi Pure Blue. I replace polyfill once it gets dirty, so roughly once a week, and polyfilter pad and Chemi Pure Blue every 3 to 4 months. Polypad is washed under tap water with every water change. I use tap water for polyfilter pad because it's not meant to hold bacteria, so it doesn't matter whether it dies or it doesn't. So I do that for just the ease of use. And if I get algae blooms, I temporarily add a 50 milliliter bag of phosphate remover. AquaClear 70 is used for a simple sump-like purpose. I have some Chaetomorphia macroalgae that slowly chips away my nitrate levels, and I use a simple $5 white LED light to keep it alive. The light runs 8 hours a day from 10 AM to 6 PM. For the lighting, I use a $100 Viper Spectra black box LED light that hangs 12 inches away from the water on a bicycle hanger that I bought for $10 at a local hardware store. I've used canister filters in the past, but they were too annoying to maintain, so I just stopped using them and used the hang-on-back instead. Part 4. The maintenance. As I said, the maintenance on this tank is extremely simple. I do water changes once every 2 to 4 weeks, depending on how the water and the sand looks. I change about 20% of water each time, so a 15-liter bucket with each water change, and I scrape green algae every other day while feeding. I feed the fish once a day, mostly with defrosted frozen foods like brine shrimp or bloodworms, and sometimes I feed them dry flakes. For salt, I use Instant Ocean Reef crystals, which have some additional trace elements compared to their regular cheaper salt, and I mix it to a 1.026 salinity. I keep the tank at 78 degrees Fahrenheit or about 25 degrees Celsius. I finally sold this setup 22 months after the beginning of operation because I'm planning to have a busy summer, which doesn't really coincide with the maintenance schedule, but I will be happy to answer any questions in the comments. Happy fish keeping!